As a creator, you have to shoot to the stars. If you want to do this for a job, if you want to do this for a living, if you want to quit the 9 to 5, the job that you enjoy, but you know that you can do better, you have to push yourself as a creator as far as you can go. You have to shoot your life. You have to be able to express yourself on camera in the most fundamental ways. And sometimes that can be difficult. Sometimes you don't know where your headspace is. Sometimes you don't know what to do or to say, and you burn out. And there are so many things online, so many people online telling you what you have to do this, or what you have to do to grow, or what you have to do to keep up the ongoing pressure of being a creator, a photographer, a filmmaker, an actor. So I want to go through a few little tips that I've learned over the last 5 years of doing this pretty much full time. And just to sort of pass over a little bit of inside knowledge. So yeah, sit down, relax, grab yourself a drink, enjoy the video. Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another video. My name is Nathan, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you with me today. Thank you so much for clicking on this thumbnail. So, getting straight into it with this video, I have had the privilege to do this full time for 3 years. And 2 years before that, before COVID sort of like probably kicked in, I was doing it as and when I can in between my day job. And I've learned an awful lot over the years, and especially this last year gone, about little things that could potentially sort of slip you up. And I would like to share some of these sort of like tidbits of information, you know, this little bit of advice, something that if you know what to look for, you could potentially sort of avoid it the best way that you can. And I think we should kick straight into it, really. So anybody with a camera, be it a big bulky camera or a camera phone, can take great pictures of a beautiful person in a sensational location with great hair, with great makeup, but it takes a real skillful photographer to take the picture of the rest of us, of real life, of everyday life. So ask yourself, what type of photographer are you? Now this one I'm definitely guilty of as well. Don't be just a time of a month photographer. Now I get a lot of inspiration from social media, Instagram especially, but it's so easy to get caught up in the latest trends and the latest sort of fashions and sounds and audios, where you end up just carbon copying everybody else. Try to be individual. Yeah, take the trends to try to sort of build yourself up, but try to find the type of photographer that you want to be. You know, when I shoot now, I try to think, what are my photographs going to look like in 10 years time? Will I look back at my work and go, I did a good job? It is still relevant today than it was 10 years ago. Try to be timeless with your work, be it in sort of making reels or making films or even in photography. Pretty good bit of advice. Definitely guilty of it. What type of person do you want to be remembered as? Like I said before, anybody can take a camera, any pro can take a good photograph, but it's the general experience which people keep coming back for. I am now in the privilege of that I have repeat customers. I've got people who Instagram me who want to come out and shoot with me, people who want to rebook me because of the experience that I offer. I try to take the best photographs as I can, but while I'm on a shoot, I make it happy, I make it relaxed, I talk to them, I treat them like they are a friend, even though we might be strangers. And that goes from anything from a photography shoot to a photo walk to a film set. I try to make sure that everybody is okay. So if you are the type of photographer who at times gets stressed out and gets a little bit demanding and gets a little bit shouty, people aren't going to want to come back to you. So Try to be calm, try to be relaxed. Remember, when they book you, they're not just booking a photo shoot. They're booking an experience. They're booking somebody who they've heard to be good at what they do. And if they enjoy that experience, they will eventually come back and do it again. And all of a sudden you have repeat custom, because they're not just booking a photographer, they're booking you. That's really awesome. You have to remember that with our creativeness, we need to sort of tell a story. Any photo, any film, any bit of sort of footage that you shoot needs to sort of speak to people, needs to sort of make them connect. So use your photography, use your filmmaking to a way that you can talk to your audience. Taking a photograph that doesn't speak to somebody is like saying words that don't make sense. So use your creativity to create something that people potentially stop and think about and want to talk about. And that's how you can potentially grow as a creator, as a filmmaker, as a photographer. Tell a story within your work. Simple, but sometimes not always possible. Shoot past your first picture. Sometimes it is easy when you've taken your first shot and it's an absolute banger to go, right, got it, and move on. Use that great photo as a platform to continue the greatness. Don't just stop, take a few more, because sometimes I find that the first few photos that I take, even though I think they're good, aren't necessarily better than the ones that I take later. When I'm with a client and I've taken a really good portfolio shot and I'm like, cool, we've got it in the bag, I take a few more. I get them to move more, because eventually a rhythm starts to come and eventually your eye starts to sort of like align a little bit. So don't just shoot one and stay, shoot one, shoot 5 more, and then keep on going. Because sometimes an absolute banger can come out of nowhere. Just for the record, I'm not a big fan of saying banger when it comes to good photos. But what you need to remember is that you are not in control of the person who sees your work. Once you put them on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, it's out there. So don't let the person who decides that they think that they're the best of everything dictate how you create. You can't please everybody with your work. As long as you are happy with it, and of course you must be because you put it out there in the world, then don't worry about what other people think about it. Because that one comment out of 10 who says that it isn't good, that's just one person. And 9 times out of 10, they've probably not even picked up a camera in their life. So don't worry about it. And lastly, we have to create our own legend. Nobody's put on this earth to make us famous. We have to do all of the hard work, and even though it might be draining, even though it might be tedious at times, we've got to do the editing, we've got to do the promotion, we've got to do all of this hard graft to make sure that our work is out there. And when your work is out there, make sure it's talking to people, make sure it's engaging to people. So yeah, that's it really. That's the little tidbits of advice that I have learned over the last few years, since I've been a creator, since I've tried to do this full time. And I hope some of it has helped you. I hope some of it has sort of like made you think, aha, is it have? If it has, please consider giving this video a like. It means an awful lot to me. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. And until next time, guys, you have a wonderful time shooting whatever it is you like to shoot. Till the next video, I'll see you later on. Bye! It's just started to rain.